that you've done. Make amends for the stuff that you've done. Get past the stuff in your life. Ask for forgiveness and move on. You've got to be spiritually sound for what you're about to do. You must be a God-fearing, God-respecting people. We must educate ourselves. We also, I hate saying this because my wife is on. Hey, everybody, turn off your video cameras for a second. My wife doesn't have this on tape. You want to know the best thing you can do for healthcare? We got to put down the pie for time. We got to get into shape. Because I don't want to go to the hospital with those guys in charge. Dedicate ourselves to education. Know truly what we believe in. Challenge everything. Question, as Thomas Jefferson said, in the very existence of God, for if there be a God, he must surely rather honest questions over blindfolded fear. What an amazing line. That line changed my life. Question with boldness, everything, but make sure it's an honest question. Not a gotcha question. Not a I told you I was the right question. And when you find that truth, no matter where it leads you, state it. You know, somebody asked me the other day, I was doing an interview that's coming out in a couple of weeks, and this woman asked me, she said, you know, a lot of people think you're crazy. And I said, well, I'm not. She said, how do you think people will remember you? What do you think people will think about you in 10 years? And I said, let me tell you what I told my children. I set my children down before we embarked on a lot of this stuff this last summer. And I said, kids, people are going to say an awful lot of bad things about your dad. They're going to say an awful lot of things that are, some of them are true, some of them are not true. But they're going to call me all kinds of names, and all I want is for you guys to keep a diary. I'm going to keep a diary, and you keep a diary, because at the end of it all, the only thing I ever want you to remember is that I believed it. And because I believed it, I had no other choice. We are not different from each other. I'm a dad, you're a dad, you're a mom. We're all the same. In the end, that's all that matters. I know. Show me with your hands. Who here, if asked, will lose your job, will go through exactly what your parents or grandparents went through in the Great Depression if it means that freedom for our children is on the other side? We're Americans. We will do the right thing. That's all we have to do. I'm reading a great book now. It's called America's Prophet. It's about Moses and the role that the children of Israel, the whole story of Pharaoh, the role that it played to the pilgrims and to George Washington, our founders. It's profound. But it talks about the amazing choices that they had to make. It talks about the Statue of Liberty being so misunderstood, the Statue of Liberty. It has become so distorted. If I say the Statue of Liberty, you might think of the flame, you think of the crown, you think of the tired, huddled masses yearning to breathe free. You think that it's a protection of those poor, tired, huddled masses. Let me tell you the truth about the Statue of Liberty. First of all, it's not a crown that she is wearing. It's rays of light, divine light. That's what those spikes are. She is holding the original Statue of Liberty. The drawings of it, she had her hand down. She wasn't holding something in her hand. She had her hand down. And she had broken chains around her arm. She had broken free of tyranny and slavery. Instead, they decided to put the chain down like the Ten Commandments. That's what the Statue of Liberty is. And that little poem, I've heard it a million times, but I have a different view of it now. I want to show you the difference. The poem that we've heard a million times. She cries with silent lips, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me, for I hold my lamp beside the golden door. That's the way it's usually whispered in hushed tones. But when you know the truth of the Statue of Liberty, when you know what it's really supposed to represent, it should never be written or read in those hushed tones.
Thank you.
This was a gift from France, but I know this is going to come as a surprise to you. The French were actually using us. You see, they were looking for some of our liberty. They knew what we had over here. And they needed to rekindle our ideas over there. And so they decided, you know what? We'll give America a statue. And we'll raise money here, and it will be a clever way to get people involved to understand how great it is over there. So that's what it was. It was actually a slap in the face to the old world. It was a slap in the face. I'm only saying that because she's in this stuff here. Slap. It was a slap in the face to the tyrants of old. Let me read this poem again the way it was intended. As an insult to the tyrants across the water. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here, at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the bridge, in air bridge harbors the twin cities frame. Keep your ancient lands, your story bomb, she cries with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse from your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, the tempest-tossed to me, for I hold my lamp beside its golden door. The message is clear. You said the worst of the worst to America. The people you rejected. The ideas that you don't like. And freedom will free them. Free their minds. Liberty will change everything. My friends, we are in troubled times. But